Are you ready? It's Twista. And this guy, obviously he's got a rapid fire flow, but how is he on the album front? Well, we're going to talk about that. So, first thing I want to say is this album is almost magic just because of how well coded it is. This is a very solid album from Twista. You don't know who he is. He's a Chicago rapper. You probably heard him on the Kanye West song Slow Jams. He's had a number of hits on his own. He's got some pretty good features with R. Kelly. These are just things that have come up, and really, I'd say 2004 was one of his breakout years, and he's pretty much dropped, stuff since then. So, but here in 2009, it was a little bit, out there because that year was just kind of a year of restructuring. We had newcomers like Drake out, and just old favorites were not necessarily as good as the new favorites. So Twista, who was like 36, 37 at the time, was kind of thought to be old and washed up, but he comes out with the song Wetter that summer, which was pretty much a very lay up in it song. So it's respectable. I don't have a problem with it. And it's actually a hit that, Twista proves that he can make songs for, chilling with the ladies, and there's actually no problem with it. So the answer is he's very similar to Tech Nine. He's kind of a little bit like Bone Thugs, and he's even somewhat like Eminem in some cases. Now, he may not be Eminem can really make some songs, but Twista's a little bit more recreational, and it shows. So that's what you're going to be getting on this release. He's almost like a second tier Eminem, so kind of like Tech Nine's in that grouping. I'd say Twista is as well. So this is someone that you need to hear, but we'll talk about the music itself. So you can smoke to this. There's a smoking song right off the bat called Fire, which I do recommend you check out. Definitely take a look at it. Walking on Ice is a great song to smoke to. Wetter is one. Billionaire is a good one. Jump Off is a good one. Wanna See 'Em Bust. These are all some good smoking songs. So that's about 6 right there, but there's more than 6 good songs on this album out of 15. The production is handled rather great. If you want one of the best beats on here, it's Misunderstood. It is a little bit over the top, a little bit too dramatic, but it's still a great song. Sometimes, dramatic is not that bad. So, that's a good one. I felt like Yellow Light had a great beat. Walking on Ice was kind of a left field one. Just out of nowhere, that one kind of did it. Yo Body sounds like a regular Twista and Do or Die collaboration. And On Top has a really, or not, well, On Top's good, and then Jump Off has like pumped kind of action going. So the unheard songs, I liked 8 songs at least out of 15, but then there were several almost songs as well. So the songs you need to take a look at are Fire with Lil Boozy, Yellow Light with R. Kelly, Walking on Ice with Gucci and OJ the Juice Man, Wetter, Billionaire, Yo Body, Jump Off, and Wanna See 'Em Bust. Now all of these songs have a certain flair to them. I feel like with the appropriate crowd, if you like Tech Nine, a lot of these songs are gonna fit right in. Walking on Ice is one of them. It just it's a little bit hypnotic, but it's not too monotonous. Fire is of course a smoking song. Yo Body is the same as that Twista song that you heard. 10 years ago. I can't remember what it's called, but you just think of Twista and Do or Die. It's exactly like that song, just a little bit weaker, just a shade weaker maybe, but it's still good. Billionaire with Busta Rhymes, that one's really uppity. That one feels kind of more energetic, and so does Jump Off. This is a lady song that's really kind of, you get a little bit randy and wild on it. Another one, now the Almost songs, Birthday is one of them. Got kind of like an LMFAO styled hook though, so you may or may not like that. On Top with Akon, I mean, problem with this, I just don't know how Akon sits with the crowd that I'm about. Gotta Get Me One with Static Major from the song Lollipop. This is another good one, but I just don't know how, it is kind of more commercial in a sense than Beneath the Radar. And then Misunderstood's the fourth Almost song, which is, like I said, just a little bit dramatic. And then, of course, the song Wetter is just a good song. Like I said, that people probably have heard that one, and it's just a good song to chill with. So, and then Yellow Light is with R. Kelly. So there's a lot of stuff going on this album. I mean, it's gonna. I know I don't want people thinking that they have to take my recommendations to heart and think, well, this song sucks. You said this song was going to be good. It's more or less you're going to have to take the recommendations that I give and then make your own opinion of it afterwards, which is basically how you should be doing this for most of my reviews. These are simply the better songs to go to. And so when you look at it, even, these songs, if the social score is not that high on them, they're still going to be songs that, generate some, just, they have interest to them. So just understand you just have to take it and decide for yourself which songs you want to choose, but just know that these songs are good. You don't have to worry about. So yeah, it's just choosing. So I do recommend this album, and because I liked 8 out of 15, plus a couple of these Almost songs I actually do like. I'm starting to like Birthday. I like Misunderstood, so I'm gonna give this album like an 8 out of 10. Really, I should give it a 10. I pretty much should give it. I mean, if all these Almost songs were as good as if I knew that people would play these songs and without, people bitching about commercial rap and the like, I'd probably give this album a 10, but there's always going to be people that are going to say, Twista's not slick enough. Let's get something that's better. And so when you go with that crowd, that's kind of what narrows down the score. But the album is chock full. There's guests that you're going to recognize: Akon, Busta Rhymes, Gucci, Lil Boozy, but you just have to do it. So the future, Twista dropped an album last year, so take a look at that. I think Tech Nine, Wiz Khalifa, stuff like that's on there. The social score, so I will give this album a 7.5 social, because yeah, there's a Do or Die song on here. There's a bunch of stuff that you're probably gonna like, but it kind of blurs the line between commercial and more laying in the cut type songs. So when you think of someone like Eazy-E, who has like that cult appeal, Twista doesn't quite have as much of that, but he still makes good songs. So that's the thing, is, he's kind of an off and on rapper when it comes to this crowd, and I realize that. So you just have to, this is one of his better albums. You just have to decide what songs are good. So every person's going to be different in the songs that they like, but it should generate lots of interest for these people. Um, for you guys. So I think 7.5. Can it be topped? It's not likely. I mean, pretty much this album should get a 10, but I give this album an 8 and a 7.5 social. Subscribe for more fun.